We're given figure A, which is a circle with a diameter of 8 miles inside a square. We were asked to find the area of the square, the area of the circle, and then the area of the yellow shaded region, which is the area inside the square but outside the circle. We'll begin by determining the area of the square. The area of a square is equal to the square of the side length, which is normally given as a equals s squared. So for the square, we know the area is equal to the side length squared. Looking at the diagram, because the diameter of the circle is 8 miles, each side length of the square is also 8 miles. Which means the area of the square is equal to the square of 8 miles, and because 8 squared is equal to 64, the area of the square is equal to 64 square miles. The units are already given, and therefore we just enter 64. Now we will find the area of the circle, and the area of a circle is equal to pi r squared, where r is the radius of the circle. Looking back at the circle, notice how the diameter is 8 miles, the radius is half the diameter, or the distance from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle, and therefore for this circle, the radius r is equal to 4 miles. Which means the area of the circle is equal to pi times the square of 4 miles. 4 squared is equal to 16, pi times 16 is equal to 16 pi, and the units again are square miles. So this is the exact area of the square, but for this question we are told to use 3.14 or a pi button on the calculator and then round to 2 decimal places. So now we'll use the calculator to get a decimal approximation for the area. We enter 16. On this calculator, the pi key is second, and then the exponent key, or the caret. Enter. We are rounding to 2 decimal places, so notice how we have a 5 in the thousandths place value, which means you round up. This is approximately 50.27, and therefore the area of the circle is approximately 50.27 square miles. We enter 50.27 below. The units are already here. But I'm also going to write down the exact area here on the right, which is 16 pi square miles. And now for the last part of the question, we're asked to find the area of the yellow shaded region, which again is the area inside the square but outside the circle. Or we can say the area between the square and the circle. To find the yellow area, we will take the area of the square and subtract the area of the circle. Using the area formulas, this would be s squared minus pi r squared, and we already know these areas. The area of the yellow shaded region, or the area inside the square and outside the circle, or the area between the square and the circle, is equal to 64 square miles minus 16 pi square miles. And we know 16 pi is approximately 50.27. We'll say the yellow area is approximately 64 minus 50.27, which is equal to 13.73, and of course the units are still square miles. We enter 13.73. I hope you found this helpful.